Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Excel Snippet and a Nice Self Academy YouTube channel. And you're learning Excel mastering a topic. So, in today's video, I'm just trying to achieve an average daily revenue. How to arrive an average daily revenue using two different functionality. One is a sequence. Another one is which I'm using it for the last 3 days called Indirect and Concatenate. And I'm going to use a SUMIFS functionality and a normal average function to achieve it. Again, I'm going to achieve it in a multiple status here. So if you're using Office 365 version, so probably you can use the first column of data that I'm going to give you right now. If you're using older version than that, don't worry about it. You can still achieve the same results by doing the following. Let me take for all user function. So I'm going to give a traditional array function which I'm going to build right now. And normally, if you're working on the latest version, you don't want to spend that array functions manually here. We can work around with it with these. So what I'm about to achieve right now is I'm going to find out the average profit or average daily revenue during this period. That is the 1st of January 2007 to 31st of January 2007. And I have every month that's slotted here until the December of 2018. So I have a data on the left hand side. I would like to find out the average revenue that I make on a month. So to start with, I would like to have two field here so that I can do the indirect functionality to select the range change. So to do that, I'm going to normally start with concatenate function. So again, I'm using the older version here. So I'm not using a version which is 2013 and above. I'm using 2010 and below. If that is the case, then I'll be getting only the concatenate function, not concat functionality. So I'm going to give control A. I would like to select the first date here, and then I'm going to give a colon here, and then I'm going to select the second date here and give an OK. So that gives you a numerical expression of the date here. So it gives you a number field between these two days. So if I say 1120 or 17, and I convert that into a numerical value, or when I change the number field here, it will become 42736. And if I give 31st of January 2017, it will become 42766. Now I would like to add an indirect function, which we are seeing for the last few videos. I'm going to just continue that. Then it gives you a spill effect, but it's not giving you an answer as I'm using Office 365 app for enterprises. Then I'm about to add a row number here. So that's going to give you the number of rows that I'm going to build here. So it's going to give you the answer, not just for the first line, but it's going to give you the answer until the last date that I specified. So it's going to give you 31 days here. There are a few numbers which comes with the dollar symbol because I've just made that as a condition here. Later on, the values are coming up here. And once I started filling the other fields or other formulas here, then the rest of them will be in place here. So I'm going to just go back to this point, and then I'm going to say some ifs. And in SUMIFS functionality, what I want to find out is I want to find out the total sales in this dimension here. And when I do that, it automatically gives you the name of the table with the column of the table here, and I gave a comma. And the criteria range is going to be my dates here. So again, it's going to give you the name of the file and the column date here, and I'm going to give a comma. Then I close the bracket, and that gives you the SUMIFS functionality of the rate. And you can see this is also going to come for the 31 days here. Then finally, I'm going to add an average here. And then finally I close the bracket and give an enter. That gives you the average. When I do that, now the data is not populating for the entire dimension, it populates only for the first cell that I've added an answer. Due to the sum effects or due to the spill effect that I have in 365 app for enterprises, I'm just seeing this one. I'm going to copy this, paste it down, and paste it up so now we can see all the data comes in place. And this is the formula that I've used here. I'm going to just say equals formula text, select this formula, and then I'm going to populate it by wrapping it to the multiple columns here. So I'm going to make it sound. This is the formula here. When you see this as a formula, it's going to be really intimidating for us, but don't worry about it. That's why I just built them in the oldest format that my Guruji Mike Griffin taught me. I'm going to build the data from inside out. So I'm building the formula one by one, so I get the answer here. Now I will show you how I'm going to do that in my next or the latest version formula. In Office 365, how do I do the same? So I'm going to use a dynamic array function here. So we have a function called sequence. So I'm going to build that in the list here. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to work on that list. So the first formula that I'm going to use right now is I'm going to just create a sequence here. Again, sequence will give you whatever I got it in the indirect function here. So whatever I use the concatenate row and indirect function gave me, the same component that's going to be achieved by using a function called sequence. If you are using Office 365 version, probably you will see this. Then I want to name this because if I give a number here, it will take it automatically, but I'm giving a date here. So I'm going to follow a day function and then convert this date into a number. Then I give a comma. I'm not going to build the columns here. I'm only building the rows here. Then I'm going to leave the column as blank. I'm going to give a comma there and leave the blank. And then the start date of this particular month end date will be this. So I'm going to give the start date as this. Then I give a comma, and then when I give a 1, it's going to give you the dimension for me completely. Now, as the cursor moves, I didn't lock anything. I'm keeping everything as the relative cell reference. So you can see that. And if you want to know more about the relative cell references here, I will add the video in our iCard on top, or I will add it as our link video later on. So I'm going to close the bracket, give an enter, that populates same logic as it populated for me when I used the rows, indirect, and concatenate function. Then as usual, I'm going to add SUMIFS function here. So the conditionality will be the sale comes first. Then I'm going to give a comma. Then I'm going to add the dates next. Then I'm going to give a comma. Then I'll go to the last line of the sequence and then close the bracket and give an enter. So now I got the list, and finally when I add an average to it, here we go, I get all my answers coming in average. As usual, it gives you the first answer. Whatever answer I got here, same answer comes even using the sequence functionality. I'm going to copy that and paste it all around from the bottom to the top, and you can see that the same line comes together. And actually, I didn't give a break here, so I'm going to just put them all in one cell, merge and wrap. Okay, and wrap and then make it center, bold and yellow. So this is the function that I did. The function will be a little easier to read here compared to the one which I do on top. That's the old method of doing it. Again, the result orientation is going to be the same. So I've used a sequence function to achieve it, wherein I've used a concatenate, indirect, and a row to build it. Then I've added that with the SUMIFS, like I did in the last cell also, and you can see the average comes in. The last two formulas are similar in both the point, only the middle calculation of the dates done in a different way. In a dynamic array functionality, I've used a sequence function, wherein the old version I used a row, indirect, and concatenate function to work around. This is how we build our list, and I've even checked the answer here by doing it. So I just made a small subtotal function for the whole data. Then I've added a filter here. And then when I filtered out the January month of 2017 alone, then I got a total value of 4,56,000. Then I divided that with the number of days here. Then that gave me the 14,711.42. That same answer I got it in here in both the formulas. Same happened for 16,810 and 16,968. If I change this to the next month instead of January, when I make it a February, and I give an OK, then you can see that it's 15,183. You can see that the logic that I have in here. Again, the date should change here, so I'm going to just say 28 days here. Then it's going to give you the 16 list here. Again, I'm changing the dates here. I'm making it as February here manually. Then I can make that as a March here. Then I can get the answer even in the March for me. When I give an OK, then the total changes here. Then I'm going to just build the March functionality also here. The formula that I'm getting here is for 28 days. I'm going to make it 31 days. Then I get 16, 960. And you can see that is coming at the bottom because I already added a formula in there. And when I unship the list here, or when I unfilter the range here, automatically that gives you the formulas and functions for all the data. This is how we find out the average daily revenue. Again, I've used the indirect and the concatenate function, but I've used a row to find out the sequentiality of the dates. And finally, what I do is I use the sum of functionality and average to achieve it. Hope you guys learned something new, and this is Vinod signing out from myself Academy, and I should thank Mr. Mike Ribbon who has given this video to me. He gave an idea to how to build it. I built it with my own twist in it by using a concatenate functionality here. And the rest, it is the table that he gave it to me to build it out. Sachi, thank you so much. I'm building more and more videos for my viewers here, those who cannot achieve you. So I just start giving that to the people who are enjoying it. So, hope you guys learn more here. Keep getting updated regularly. I'll try to give different combinations. I'm only adding Excel formulas here. My next set of next set of videos will be on tabulae, Excel macros, and I wish to do something on Power BI desktop with series 2. There are a lot of things that is getting updated. I'm not adding a video on it because that takes a little more time than normal. These are things which I can do it in under half an hour, 40 minutes time. Unfortunately, I'm not able to do the other components. I need to really work it properly according to the new versions. So that way I can make our work even better. I'll try to add another set of series furthermore on multi-dimensional data here. Once I add it, I will forward it to you and you will get it in my notification automatically. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe it and click the bell icon so that you get all new videos automatically added to you. This is Vinod signing out from Excel Snippet and Myself Academy, and this is video number 10 in the series of 2022 series, which Excel mastering the topics. I'll see you one more video tomorrow morning. Today I just made it the late part of the night. Tomorrow I'll do it early in the morning, another video on it. I'm going to find out a new video for you. Let's see how to do that. This is Vinod signing out. Thank you so much.